We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission.
Hey everybody, welcome to our new show. Oh my god, we've actually streamed like how many times this month? 2, 3? I'm like, oh my god, they're back. And yes, we started a new show that we've been talking about for about a year. So it's called Pulp Culture Classics, and I brought the Archivist along with some of our dear friends from over at the MFer, Father Christopher's, and other places. And there should still be more people coming up today. So yeah, and have a happy Black Friday. Go get whatever you want, Xbox, new TV, whatever the fuck you want. You guys go wild if you can do it, because God bless America. Am I right? You know. So.
Oh wait, it's Black Friday.
Yeah, it's
no, it's African American Friday.
I gotta go.
And just like that.
So, I just want to say, everybody out there in the chat, thank you for being here. Let's see who's here. Let me see. There's Jacob. Hey, Jacob, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Oh, I don't know who this scumbag is. So I don't know who
neither do I. He should be banned. Definitely banned.
We're just probably banned.
No, if it's Roman the Emperor, it should be.
Yeah.
Down.
Hey, and there's my darling other half that's right over there. She got in the chat. So, and there will be probably more lurkers. Yeah. Lurkers, we welcome lurkers. We appreciate lurkers. So thank you guys too, because lurkers don't get a good enough shout out, sometimes, because So, and then there's this asshole. I don't know who that asshole is. So yeah.
I don't know. He's not, I don't know who he is, but he's not being paid enough.
He definitely needs a pay rise. Definitely needs a pay rise.
He needs some kind of rise.
Yeah.
Before we okay, so I wanted to introduce you because we got 2 new faces for the first time on the channel. Oh my god! I wanted to say there is one person that could not be here, and he wanted to be here, but he's at Tokyo Comic Con. Jinja Ninja, Retro or Iron, can you pull up their Twitter page for me and share it, and I will put it up, and then put their Twitter page in the links so you guys can go see it out there. He's doing a really bang up awesome job. It's his first Comic Con, so I wanted to have you give him some support. He's doing he wanted to be here, but he couldn't be. Also, Matt from Foul Ball, he wanted to be here, but he couldn't be here today. So, and there's no MFer tonight. So so I just wanted to give that ahead of time because I know a lot of people that watch our show go home to the MFer. So I'll just let you guys know. And what else? Okay, so we'd have that. So, Iron, are you getting the link or so I can put that up?
Yeah, trying to. Okay. Multitask here.
Okay. So I just want to say thank you guys for everything. So I want to introduce guys where they're doing this. Roman streams with me over on Father Christopher's. And say hi, Roman.
Hi, Roman. No, that was a terrible overutilized joke. So hi, I'm Roman of the Empire. Yes, and so I met Jed over on Father Christopher Miller's channel, and you can find me on my own channel. I do a Thursday broadcast every Thursday at 5 Pacific Standard Time. In fact, Jed's going to be on with me this upcoming week, talking Space Seed and Wrath of Khan. So we do all the things over there. Pop culture. I get angry and I drink a lot. So that's what we have.
Yeah, and we also did we were talking about soundtracks this past week, which was really freaking awesome too.
That was a fun show. That was a very good time.
I bring up a bunch of B movies and a ton of shit that was just, they were like, wow, I didn't know that existed.
definitely with some deep dive stuff.
Good.
And it's really interesting to find these things. And someone brought up, I forget who brought up. Now I'm forgetting the name of it. Death Clock.
Yeah,
Death Clock, the made up metal band, which I still need to check out. But it was like this big thing. I was like, I've never heard.
Yeah,
of this.
And I was just bringing up these weird ass movies left and right. And they're like, dude, and then Steven was like, dude, I've seen that. And I'm like,
Steven Ransom, also a man of the obscure.
Yeah, so me and Steven were getting along over there. We're like, yeah. Parrothead, what's up, brother? Parrothead just joined over here. What's up, Parrothead? One of our fellow Dix Division members over there. So thank you, Roman. Thank you for being here, brother. I appreciate it.
Definitely.
And then we have Ruben. Ruben kicks it with me because we kick Mac's ass every Friday night.
Every Friday night after Friday night times.
Over on Foul Balls Match Channel. So So Ruben, you want to say a few things?
I love being here. Love you all. And it's a good day today. I'm just, I've been dealing with a lot. This has been the worst year of my life. But I'm so thankful for one thing and one thing only. All of you out there right now have given me so much love and happiness. And I'm taking that and I'm going to do as much as I can to make the best of my life. And I'm going to give it back to the fellowship. So thank you very much.
Okay. Here is Retro. Say a few things, brother. You want to say what you've been up to and stuff since we've been around?
Not too much, apart from trying to find Doctor Who merchandise. Really, basically every other week. But that's what I've generally been up to. But I've got to. I've managed to.
I managed to find some Doctor Who merchandise.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Of course, it was a Dr. Jody Christmas movie.
Oh no!
What's the
On sale.
I've been wondering, since that merchandise, her merchandise is not even going to sell at all.
It isn't.
No, and it's actually damaged the sale of the other merchandise because no one's going out to look for it. I did see on Amazon today, I was pretty excited while I was looking at Black Friday deals. They have a Sylvester McCoy animated feature that's ready for pre-order right now. And it'll be available next week. It's actually going to be coming out on the 6th. Nice. Yeah, I was pretty excited about that because they're taking like the older episodes, the ones that the video has been lost or destroyed on, and they're putting the soundtrack to and they've done this with a couple of them actually.
Yeah.
But the Sylvester McCoy one's coming out next week. For those of you who are Sylvester McCoy fans.
See, but
I may be wrong.
I love all the Doctors except
a new one coming out.
This whatever this thing was.
Yeah.
No, I swear, it's like I watched series 11 and I'm going, what's going on here? My heart was hurting and I was falling asleep in the episodes.
Yeah.
And then the first one of episode season 12, Skyfall, I was like, are you joking?
Wait! You watched season 12?
No. I started to watch it.
Oh,
and then I did,
okay.
and then I went. It just like I was like had a seizure or something.
Oh, yeah, you're brave. After season 11, I gave it the chance. BBC. After season 11, I was like, I'm just going to watch other people's reactions to this so that I don't have to endure. What was that, Retro?
I felt sick after watching series 11. I just couldn't watch anymore after that.
Yeah. That's what it was. It was sick. It was very unwell at 11 and 12. I took one over the edge. It was crazy. Sorry.
No more.
Nope, that's it. Never went back.
That 70s rock fan.
Hey. Evening all. I'm only here for the beer.
Yeah, with the beers over to the side, you go get that from Retro. Okay, Retro passes that out. Okay.
So Ruben, have you been kicked off Twitter or what? Oh, more beer. All right. Hey, Retro.
Oh my God, yes. I was, and that's why everyone's saying he's bringing Woody back. So who knows?
Yeah, I said I put a thing out last night. I need to bring Ruben back. So I don't know if you saw that. So
no. Well, I think he's been thrown off Twitter for the sake of the female population of the world, because he was working his way through them pretty rapidly.
Yeah, I know.
Just trying to attempt to slow him down.
Yeah, me and Retro, me and Ruben were just going.
I can't slow down. I can't slow down.
So
it's good to see you all, though. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, this is the first time, I will say, this is the first time that we're just missing Mark and Ginger, and who's else? We're done.
Ginger in Japan or something?
Yeah, he's at TokyoCon, and we'll talk about that in a minute. And then we're just missing Pablo, and then everybody will be here. So, but I don't think Mark's going to be here because I think he was busy with family. Ginger's in Japan at Comic-Con, and
no excuse.
Pablo is dealing with personal problems. He will try to make it home with family issues, but if he doesn't, everybody say prayers for him, please. So, so I just wanted to put that out there. Everybody say some prayers for our brother Pablo. So if he can't make it, but if he does, everybody gives him some love when he comes in here, if he comes in here. So, Ash, I wanted to get to Ash because I know Ash. You like the Power Rangers, right?
It's my
Ash?
turn. Okay.
Yes, you like the Power Rangers, right?
Good to see you, Ash. Nice to see you.
Yeah, you too, mate. How's it going?
Good, pretty good.
Did you like the Power Rangers, Ash?
What's Power Rangers? I've got no clue.
Especially Tommy.
Dude, yes, of course.
We're leading into a segment.
It's fucking Power Rangers. Come on, man. Yes. Dude. I've watched Mighty Morphin. I've watched. I have a lot of fond memories of Time Force back in the day. Like a lot of these were like reruns from because I was born in '99, so there would have been reruns early 2000s. But like my main Tommy Oliver sort of memories is when he was the Black Ranger in Dino Thunder. That was like one of the main shows from my childhood. And when I think of Tommy Oliver, I think of the Black Ranger from Dino Thunder as like the mentor for the new guys. And I thought that was the coolest shit ever. And like, I know that he was doing like that a new Legend of the White Dragon project, I think. And yeah, he's just so badass. And like when I heard that he went, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, not him too.
Yeah.
Because we had Kevin Conroy leave us at the start of the month, and now we've had JDF leave like within the last week or so. And like even Conroy, he's my favorite Batman. My most fond memories from him were from the Arkham games. And it's one of those. It's been a tough month, man. But
and I wanted to say this because we didn't get to say this the last time because we've had two people pass away since our last stream, which Kevin Conroy and Jason. They used to be the Green Ranger, White Ranger, Red Ranger on, I think it was Turbo. I'm not sure because he was a Red Ranger at one point too. So I just want to say R.I.P. our Batman, and R.I.P. Jason, because he was everybody's Ranger. And I wanted to say, because I've said this, I got to meet him at a comic convention one time, and I said this to Sin. I will say this real fast. I got to meet him in a weird way at a comic convention because I was at a comic convention and they said Jason was going to be there. And then I looked and they said over an announcement that he was going to be canceling. I was like, oh, that sucks. And then I went on with my business and, all of a sudden one of my friends goes, they didn't announce it over the loudspeaker. I don't know why. But one of my friends that just came over from where Jason's table was going to be said, hey, they uncanceled him. He took care of his business he's going over there. He's going to be there in like a couple minutes. And I turned around like the Flash and I was gone. I ran across the whole convention floor, running into people, tripping, getting over there. And then because I had my Power Ranger comics, I had the Power Ranger, his Green Ranger, original Green Ranger Power action figure. And as I was running, I ran into somebody too and knocked them down and knocked me down, and all my comics and my action figures and all my stuff fell in my hand. And I was like, God damn, I ran into somebody. He's kind of beefy. And I was like, what the fuck? I got up and then there's Jason right there. He goes, "Are you okay, dude?" Reaches out with a hand, picks me up, and I'm like, oh shit, I just ran into Jason.
So Jed tried to take out the guy.
I didn't know it was him. He was just
ballsy move, Jed.
He was walking in to go to his table, and I was running.
That's dangerous, because he could single-handedly take out all the other Rangers, and here you are bumping into him. Like,
yeah, I was running to get to the line, and he was coming in the table, and I wasn't paying attention, trying to keep everything in my arms with the comics and everything, and I just bam knock him on his ass on the floor because I was. Bounced off of
no!
Yeah,
he knocked him down. He didn't just bump into him.
I knocked my ass on the floor, and it was just. I was like, oh, and he gets up automatically, like because you see him do all the, and then he like I said, reach out. He's like, "You okay, dude?" And I was like, "Holy shit!" I just ran into the Green Ranger. I just ran into Tommy. I just knocked Tommy on his ass.
Do not bring Jed to a China shop.
Yeah, I think it's deliberate. I think you deliberately ran into him.
No, I didn't. I couldn't see.
And you had a quick grope as well while you were there. At that point.
Well, yeah. See what my other half says. She knows this for a reason.
No.
Yeah. My other half knows this for very good reason.
Dangerous business. Dangerous business.
She knows, and the other guys know this too. Ruin. So he goes, you took quite a tumble there. He goes, you gave me he goes, not too many people knocked me on my ass. I was like, really? I was like, he goes, dude, you see the show, right? I was like, yeah, I did. And so he goes, hey, I saw your comics and stuff and your figure. How about afterwards, after I get done with the signing, you come back over, I sign all your stuff, and we'll talk for a few minutes. And I was like,
done.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, okay. Okay. He goes, I'll be done in like half hour. And I was like, there's no way you're gonna be done in half. He's like, yeah, I gotta go in like a little bit, but dude, I'll take some time out to come chill with you. So. He got through the line, which was unreal because I've seen the line was huge. It took like 45 minutes actually. So no, Roman, she does not need to wrap me up in bubble wrap.
Little bit.
No,
unless that's for pleasure, of course.
No.
It's to keep both you and the world safe.
Do not fucking give the missus any ideas. She already has ideas of her own, dude.
What? I'm an idea man. I help people. That's what I do.
And does the straitjacket go over or under the bubble wrap?
I think it has to go under just for practicality.
So, but what she is true on that. It seems like that'll take a lot of bubble because you'll run around pop it. I'll pop most of it.
Heavens.
But the thing was afterwards, he actually, and I would say this, Jason was true. He was, you know how, and then we said this, Roman, we said this on the show the other night about how Tom Baker knew he was the Doctor, how Christopher Reeve knew he was Superman, how Harrison Ford knew he was Indiana Jones and nobody, or Harrison, or Son. People that know their this certain person. Like, you can't replace William Shatner as Kirk. Yeah, he is Kirk. Like,
no, you can't. And we're speaking to you, Chris Pine. No, you can't.
I was just about to mention him.
Yeah. So, but certain people. So he goes, I have so much love for the show and for the Rangers and everything else. So and then we got into this serious conversation about, I'm going to bring up what Ruben said about men's health and stuff. Because he said he had, he's gone through a lot of shit in his life too. And I said, dude, I will tell you. And I brought up a lot of this shit on stream too, on Nick's stream or on our stream or in the MFer. Those are the three places you are here. You've seen. I know Ruben's, he's heard me slip out a few times saying some really fucked up shit over there on the MFer. And then, especially on Nick's. So, hey Richard, if you want to be on the stream, dude, I will send you a link, brother. Okay, let me know if you want to come on, and I'll either have Iron or Retro or somebody pass you the link, or I'll do it. Okay, you are more than welcome, brother. Okay. So, and thank you for coming, bro. So, one of you guys get in touch with him and see if he wants to come on. So it was just, it was, he knew, and I want to just say, okay, no problem. And, happy Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday Day and all that other stuff, brother. So I just wanted to say this to Ruben. It's just like me and Ruben said, it's very important about men's health because a lot of people, don't talk about that. So,
Yeah. This was really sad. When I saw he had died, I mean, it was okay. He died. That was sad on its own, but the manner in which it happened made it obviously that much worse. And I'm prior military. Some of you may or may know that.
Yeah.
And just last week, I found out last week, but it had happened on Veterans Day. A good friend of mine took his own life. And I was just in complete shock. I suppose, and I've talked about it a little bit on my streams. Guys like me at a certain age have kind of a shelf life, and it's unfortunate, but that's the reality of it. And with the message that I try to relay on this topic is really nothing is permanent until you make that choice. Everything in your life is temporary. Things change all the time. If you're in a bad situation, it's probably not going to be a bad situation, a day, a month, a week, but it changes, and you have the ability to change that until you don't. And that's the sad part of all this.
Okay. So you
have to read this carefully. You mentioned Red Shirt, and I thought Star Trek. I saw this morning.
Don't beat me up, Shilliam. Oh, he's like trying to.
And I just picture that being McCoy who wrote that, because that would be just his luck.
Yeah, dude, that would so be McCoy.
Damn it, man.
Yeah, because what happens, and it's true, we never think about it. They're always waiting to get beamed up. What happens if they're on the job? What happens if they're on top of some partner? And why are they always fully clothed?
Yeah. Hey, baby, come on, I'm about to come right in. He's like, he's got this huge heart on in
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Stroke.
Wait a minute. If the guy's having sex with the girl at the same time, they both get transported, don't they?
Well, is it that accurate? I mean, how accurate is a transporter?
It's happened. You see, they've done the transporter, and the girl grabs onto him, and they both get taken away. So that does.
I would hope it would be fairly generalized, because let's face it, if it wasn't, you could get parts of your body cut off that would be inconvenient.
That's
right. Yeah,
then you got Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
And we brought up a good point, and I said this, and I've said this before. you know those are all just copies of the original because all the data's it's not the original person.
Oh, I know.
That
I
is
love
true.
this discussion.
That is
I've
true.
had it
That
with
is
many
true.
people.
Anything
Yeah.
from the original episode, we've just been seeing clones of Kirk and everything
That's right.
else.
Because it's not the same molecules or atoms or particles. It's a different set of particles arranged in the same way, but they're not the same.
Yeah,
Yes, correct.
So basically, and that's really grim. They all died the
That is
first
grim.
pilot episode.
That's right, they all died. In the...
It's a terrible way to look at this.
Yeah. And these are imposters now, yeah. Because I've had this argument with people, or discussion, not argument. It's if you, what is consciousness is part of that too.
Yeah, the same thing. When you fall, when you go to bed and when you wake up, are you or are you somebody else now?
Yeah.
Well, you could make a case of that.
Copy, it degrades. I would think by the time you got to the Star Trek motion picture universe, they'd all be blithering idiots.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you're even though you're replicating the neurons in the brain exactly, apparently, when you transport somebody, how does that mean your consciousness is transferred?
I gotta say,
And all
what
your
Richard
memories
said.
and yeah.
That's why
That's why
Bones
Bones
hated the transporter.
That's right. Yeah, I'm not getting in that thing.
He knew. He knew.
if they've got all that like sort of on like recorded, like, you know, what if you were like you had a really terrible song stuck in your head and they beam you up and now there's just a copy of you they can keep copying from, so now you'll always have this terrible song stuck in your head.
Well, Snort did.
Worse
have a
than
good
singing
point.
it all the time. Singing
You know
it
what?
out loud.
Why aren't we making our own stories and just shooting them and making money? Because again, I remember like the Roger Corman, the whole B movies, that C movies, bad videos that we came up to Romeo and all that stuff. Why don't we do those things? We have the fucking technology now, cameras that are much better than the Super 8. We can do this shit and then become billionaires.
Well, I will say this, fellow Dick's Division member, Culture, and a bunch of other people, and he's already said this, so it's not something that is. He's gonna do movies. He's actually said this on our Dick on streams that he wants to do movies and stuff. But that's all I can say.
And
But
voiceovers.
he said that. Yeah, so. Oh, I would love, because I have so many ideas up in my brain. It's not funny.
Yeah, that's my big plan also for my whole rest of this year for me, just to get back on track, is to focus on these things and put them out there. So.
Okay, so Roman, I know Roman. How much more time do you have to go?
I've got about an hour.
You got about an hour.
Or before I have to be now.
That's 70. What do you want? That's 70. I want to hear your topics.
Yeah,
I wanna hear a few
and
more minutes.
70s.
Well, first of all, I should say about Power Rangers, that was never my thing. It was my son's thing when he was young. But I do blame them for me having to get up at 4 a.m. one morning before Christmas to go to Walmart to line up to go in and get a Power Rangers toy, because they were limited. It was a Red Ranger, and it was a limited supply, because this is when they were first out and they were hot.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta get up at 4 a.m. and I lined up for a 6 a.m. opening. Wasn't a 24-hour Walmart when they came, and I got one. So, but I blame him and I blame the Power Rangers for me having to suffer that indignity in the winter. And I had to watch all the shows, and I had to watch the movies, and I had to have everything to do with them because of my son. So I grudgingly am aware of them. It wasn't really my thing, but we actually lost somebody else in the week, which was one of my favorite science fiction authors, Greg Bear, died, and he's been like, for me, he's up there with the golden era guys. Greg Bear was to me the best modern science fiction writer since the 80s, when I first became aware of him. And I'd put him right up there with Arthur C. Clarke and guys like that. He was a fabulous writer, and you don't realize. I mean, he was 71, which isn't that old, but he'd had problems, which he had various operations and strokes and things, which it wasn't just age related per se, but it didn't. It just kind of, it's out of left field, and I think, my God, he's gone. That was weird.
Yeah.
Like, where did that come from? But I mean, there have been others. There's been two, and I've got videos planned for these guys. It just takes me a while to make these. Dan McCafferty of Nazareth died, singer in Nazareth, famous Scottish or rock band of yore. And then Wilco Johnson died yesterday or the day before, who was the guitarist in Dr. Feelgood, which are a fantastic British R&B band of the 70s and 80s.
Awesome, dude.
Wilco was unique. If you ever watch any videos of him, he was just he had this most bizarre style in guitar history, and he actually did some talks about it recently and how he developed his style. And he says, "Well, it'll take me 2 minutes to tell you because that's it. There's nothing, there's no secret here." And it's just like this. He did everything. He was one of these guys. It was all rhythm and lead at the same time. So he says the right hand only does this, and that's true. If you watch him, even when he's playing riffs, his hand is still going like this. It's all done in the left hand. And but he had he said, "I'm actually left-handed, but I learned to play guitar right-handed." So he's got that weird style as well. Yeah, I mean, he said, I was when I was at school. He's got this, South London type. Well, he wasn't from South London. He was from Canvey Island, which is somewhere south of London. I was at school and there was like 100 right-handed guitarists or something, or 100 guitarists, and I was like the worst of them. And I was playing. He had a proper left-handed guitar. He says, "Well, why don't I turn it around and I play it the other way, and maybe I'll at least have something different?" And it worked, So it's the weirdest thing. But anyway, so a lot of I guess we get to this age where we like classic things, movies, music, science fiction, whatever. This is happening every day now, and there's somebody. Yep. Now it's very different from the Power Rangers gentleman who had a. That's a totally different thing because it was
it makes me
that's
wanna,
sad thing because of the way it happened and why it happened, and I feel for that. I mean, many of us have struggled with bouts of similar things, and for men particularly, it's a hard subject to talk about.
Get us back to that.
Yeah, so that was a tough one.
And that's the reason why. And when me and Iron were doing things last night, we're like, okay, trying to get up the new name. We're like, classics. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, every day it's like, oh my God, who's gone now,
Yeah. So.
Actually, Rock Fan, you and I are now classics. We've reached that age.
Roman, my friend, I'm vintage now, I believe.
He's vintage.
If you go and take clothes to a consignment store, a high consignment store, if it's older than 5 years old, it's vintage.
Yeah.
What?
My dad still has stuff from the 70s he wears.
You've got an Armani suit, it's 15 years old, vintage. We don't deal with vintage. We want everything that's less than 5 years old.
Yep.
Rockman, I wanted to ask you, have you seen the series The Evolution of Metal?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, it's so
good.
That's
the Sam, what's his name? Sam. Oh, I can't remember the guy's name.
Oh, the host. I don't remember what.
It's great.
The show. But the show was just so good. The British episode was just gold.
Well, that's what I grew up with. That was the era I grew up with. These guys were just making it, In fact, I did a whole show about that, and the giants of metal, and it was all these British guys, like Black Sabbath and
Black Sabbath, man,
and so on. And I love those guys.
About the show, it's because they talk about the different stylings and how Sabbath, particularly back in the early days, the guitar stylings and the drums were more of a jazz influence, but it just kind of was what it was in the context of what they were doing. It was fantastic.
Yeah, and their influences were because they didn't have any metal to influence.
They didn't have that stuff.
No, but they had the Kinks and they had the Beatles and they had blues and R&B and all, as you say, jazz. These guys all had really interesting influences because of what they grew up with. And in particular, like Ozzy is an enormous Beatles fan. And so was Lemmy. Lemmy was a Beatles fanatic. So they got these guys may have become something else, but their influence were rooted in the early rock and roll and pop of their eras. But they also had the British thing was growing up in industrial towns like Birmingham and Sheffield, dirty, grey, horrible smoke from the factories, which are long gone now because it's all that industry was taken away. But they grew up in that. It was kind of like how it helped form the sound of the factories, of the steel mills and the coal mines, and
well, where you come from defines your music. I mean, look at Seattle. Not now, because Seattle's a shithole, but back it was a shithole back in the day too. It was less of a shithole, but that defined the music that they were making up there. I created an entirely different style of
environment. Does work, it does make a difference. So it's a great show. Great show, that one, Evolution of Metal. Yeah.
So you're saying I'm influenced by Grand Funk Railroad.
Yeah, they were. They were an influence. Iron Butterfly, some of these American power bands that were proto metal. There was a lot of that. Then an extended loud workouts, instrumental workouts. That did play a part. I think it was the Brits that kind of solidified the genre, though. Your Deep Purples, your Black Sabbaths, and Led
You're welcome.
Yeah, exactly. You're welcome. Just like we ruled.
I need to go down that rabbit hole myself.
Just like the British invasion just ruled the pop world. We took American shit and turned it around and sold it back to you and made a fortune.
Ash needs to go.
Yeah, I do.
He has
back to studies.
He's going back to university.
Not for the rest of today. I've got other things I need to get on with, but like today has just been ridiculously crazy because it's coursework due day. So all my module coursework is due today. So
what's your specialty going to be?
My degrees in electrical and electronic engineering.
Oh, nice.
So I'm currently in the first year. And,
that's what I did.
Yeah,
wait, you're getting a practical degree. What are you thinking? You should have gotten something like transgender studies.
It's much easier.
I'm sorry.
So, Ash, have you actually started the work yet, or you've just got to finish?
No. I submitted it this morning. Morning, but I've been spending like half the day, like doing all the maths and doing all the report write-ups and stuff, and submitted it all in. And now my brain is just fried. Like when you do like a really long task, and then as soon as it's done, you just crash.
I remember.
Well, good luck with that, mate. Good luck. You feeling good about it?
Early.
Yeah, 5 pages of calculations to figure out one thing in an AC
That's
circuit.
Why?
With complex numbers, if you guys
know why? Because again, we need smart people in the world still, and those are the people that work hard still have to be commended, and I commend you, sir.
Thank you.
I hope you're feeling good about it.
Yeah, definitely. The course is very good, comprehensive.
Good. But complex numbers, I hated that shit.
We've been doing a bunch of that in the maths module. It's crazy.
That was my weak point.
Especially when you get to like the is it the De Moivre's theorem?
Stop making up words.
They're making this shit up, and in fact, that's what they do. They made up the math to describe.
Well, if you really think about, technically everything is made up. So,
we're getting deep.
I mean, if you really want to go there, I mean, the stuff you were saying earlier about the transporter stuff, that's basically just the ship of Theseus paradox.
Yes, true.
Yeah, it is.
But
I just remember math wasn't good enough. They had to make new math.
That's right. Yeah. Ash, you'll get this reference. It's like the guy that talking about his broom on Only Fools and Horses. He says, I've been using in retro again. I've been using the same broom for 30 years. Well, but you've replaced the head of the broom 18 times and the handle 15 times. But it's still the same broom. You guys, retro and Ash will get that reference.
Got that. Yeah.
But thanks for having me. Take care. Hopefully, I can come back to more streams, but. I do have my own channel, but it's been dead for months because university. That's why. But take care, all, and I hope to see you.
Good to see you again, mate.
You too,
meeting you.
Hey, Ash, remember on the 3rd, brother. Okay.
Okay, yeah. I'll chat to you about that anyway.
Okay.
All right. Take care, guys.
Cool. Take care,
brother. See you, buddy.
Later. Take care, dude.
Hey, Mark. I see you're in the chat. Welcome, brother. The link is in there if you want to come on, brother. Okay, you know where the link's at. It's on Twitter in our little chat. GI Jason, dude, that's awesome.
Solid.
I thought you guys might appreciate that.
Yeah. So okay, so who's the next one to go? That needs to go.
As in leave or talk?
Oh no! Oh, is it U70s that has to go soon?
I probably have to go in a couple of minutes.
Okay,
yeah,
so
I got prior domestic commitments.
Okay. So, was there anything that you wanted to show off while you're there? Because
I will.
Go get your goodies.
Yeah, as they say, you'll get to see me walking across the room, and I'll prove I've got pants on.
Yeah.
Well, I can't get up for sure then.
No, you always have business up top and no business on the bottom.
I wasn't lying. And they were zipped up too. So soon in December, I'll be doing a show with Nick Visor. Well, my usual panel, but also Nick Visor's going to join, and a couple of others to do Dio era Black Sabbath, because I got these beautiful remastered double vinyl Heaven and Hell.
Dude!
Now this is an interesting one because they're currently pushing new releases of this and Mob Rules as deluxe editions, but it's exactly the same as the 2021 remasters. So I just bought the 2021 remasters rather than pre-ordering the deluxe because they're the same. So this is like a double gatefold with live material as well. Just love this shit.
That's freaking awesome, bro.
Yeah, and I got the Mob Rules one as well, which so these are the first two Dio era Sabbath albums. I love that era of Sabbath. It's my favorite.
What? Really?
No. I mean, I'm nothing against Ozzy, but when Dio joined, they became a different band and elevated.
It did change the dynamic, definitely.
Yeah. So I'm a huge fan. Heaven and Hell, particularly, to me is one of the greatest albums ever made. Never mind one of the greatest metal albums ever made. It's a stone cold classic. So I'll be doing a whole show on that era in December. With my usual panel like Pope and Imperatus and Darius and stuff, and then Nick Visor is going to be joining that because to me it's the epitome of metal. I mean, this album, I just love it to death. These are beautiful. I mean, they're just beautiful. I love vinyl.
Yeah, me too. Hey,
so
are you using
something I got
Discogs? Rock fan? Discogs. It catalogs your collection. It's something I just did, but I'm really happy that I did. It's pretty cool.
I've been on the site many times looking stuff up, but I've never catalogued my own collection in it. Mainly because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
that would be a problem because it does take a minute.
It would take me a minute. And the thing, I mean, Christ,
you just grab 2 or 3 albums at a time, and
if I'd done it 20 years ago, it would have taken me even longer because I've only got like a third of the stuff I had then. But which is I'm trying to build stuff like this up again.
Yeah.
Which I had on vinyl years ago, and then stupidly either sold or got lost or stolen, or I can't get it back in the package. Never mind.
Well, and vinyl prices now are ridiculous compared to back in the day when you were originally buying records.
I know.
They were like what, $10 to $12 was like an album price, and now your baseline album price is like $20. You get something cool.
These were $40. These were $40 each.
Yeah, for double albums, that's about right.
Yeah,
I've been trying to get a hold of Queens of the Stone Age songs for the deaf. You can't find that shit for like under $150.
I know, and if you get into the deluxe and super deluxe type stuff, that stuff's just off crazy. You can pay $300 or something, you know. So I can't buy that much of this stuff, but there's certain special things. I mean, I scour the second-hand market, obviously, for things, and but anyway, that was 2 of my more recent purchases. Awesome. Oh yeah, I love those albums. I can't stop listening to Heaven and Hell. I listen to it every week sometime, you know. I love Neon Nights, just the way that album opens is just bang. Statement of intent, you know. But anyway, so that's coming up. But my show on Monday is going to be about James Bond themes. So
Awesome.
So that'll be fun because I'm doing Toxic Tuesday with Nick, and we're doing Sean Connery Bond movies every week. So I thought, screw it, I'll just do a whole
Dude.
about the themes.
Excellent.
Which is your
70.
favorite?
I love the Bond themes. If you
Yeah.
want,
Oh, yeah.
over
Oh,
there,
yeah, I
I
mean-
would be more than willing to come over there, brother.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
I'll send out some details. But the
Yeah, send me that.
the what's my favorite? Oh God, I would have to say there are. I would have to go for Live and Let Die.
Yeah,
I was
Live
just
and
gonna
Let Die
say
is my
that,
favorite.
yeah.
I mean, I'm an enormous McCartney fan anyway, and always have been all my life. And that was the first Bond movie I saw in the cinema, and that song I love that. But if I was to go for a second one, strangely enough, it would probably be the Chris Cornell from
That is a
theme
great one.
from Casino. Was it Casino Royale? Yeah,
Casino Royale.
yeah, I'd go for that one. That's a killer song. Absolutely love that.
I like
song.
Thunderball a lot, but I like Tom Jones.
I think.
Well,
I think
who
my own
doesn't like
personal-
Tom?
I think for my own personal taste, I
Complete
think I like
with his
the.
new hips. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I like the Spy Who Loved Me best.
Spy
Okay,
Who Loved Me.
I gotta give one
Harley
that
Simon.
everybody gives a lot of shit to. A View to a Kill.
Was that the Nobody Does It Better?
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
View to Kill is good
shit.
too.
Yeah, but
I love Duran Duran. I do not like that theme song though. I also don't like that movie, so it's kind of a hand thing.
We're gonna do, but the great thing about, as you guys all know, when you do these shows, is you can talk about the shit you don't like as well as the shit you like.
Yeah, I know.
It's-
That would be the Aha theme for me.
yeah, but some of them are really forgettable, and I have to say that other than the Chris Cornell, I'm not a big fan of any of the Daniel Craig themes. I mean, I couldn't
Yeah,
give a
me
shit
neither.
about Billie Eilish or
I thought Skyfall
Sam.
was nice. I thought
Skyfall was okay.
Skyfall was
Was
good.
good.
Adele can sing, but I'm not a big fan of Sam, whatever his name is, and
Oh, that one was terrible. I didn't
like
like
so
that.
forgettable. You know,
Oh,
Yeah,
like,
it
forget-
was.
for Spectre, the theme from Spectre.
Yeah, and Billie
Yeah.
Eilish, like, who cares? That's just me. Other
I
people
care.
may love it. Yes. Other people may love them.
I love Billie Eilish.
Fairly
The-
classy.
the
But the
Well,
theme,
Sinnet has
theme was
spoken.
Fairly
nothing.
classy.
Yeah, Shirley.
Oh,
She did three.
music. Okay.
But Lulu did one. Little Scots lass, little Scottish singer. She
Aye.
did one. I think she did the Man with the Golden Gun.
I remember. I don't remember. It was for you were talking about Sam Smith with the Bond film. I don't remember who was the other band that tried to get their song in, but they failed.
Oh yeah, there was.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, because I want to talk about that.
It was much
and,
better.
It would almost
uh,
have-
Now,
was it Muse or somebody like that? There was a
yeah,
rock.
that was
Oh,
Muse.
man.
Was it Muse or?
That would have
That
been
was
killer.
Evo do one?
Music.
I'll look for it. Because again,
There was a
that's what-
rock
I think. Yeah, it
version
was
of something. Yeah, and
Yeah,
that
let me
would
look
have
it
been
up
way
real quick.
better.
Let me try and find it.
Because there's lots that have not made it, but some of them ended up sneaking into the sort of end credits and others. But yeah, who failed to get in that was
Man.
because they're trying to hit the zeitgeist, which I think you should go for the best writer for that movie. Not let's have the current hot thing and
Yeah, the vibe of the era.
yeah.
What
Who
did you
was
think
that?
about
If you find
the-
it?
What did you just think about the Madonna theme from which one? Which Pierce Brosnan movie was it?
Yeah.
I don't qualify.
Was that the
any of those
Toby
movies.
Stevens one, which was Die Another? Was that Die Another Day? The Madonna one. Who was the villain? Was Toby Stevens was the villain, or I'm trying to remember now. They kind of blend some of the Brosnans.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't watch that era. I actually skipped that era entirely. After the disappointment that was Timothy Dalton, I just waited it out until the Daniel Craig era came along, which has been cold. It's been an uneven era to say.
I did quite like some of the Pierce Brosnan's.
My son really likes
Yeah.
them too. I just couldn't.
I found them.
do
I
it.
found there were two of them. There were two of them that should have been played. Muse, Supremacy for Skyfall,
That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, Muse.
and the other one, Radiohead, Spectre.
Oh God, yeah. Those two would have been just
That one kicks
awesome.
ass.
Yeah,
Just
they
leave
would
it
have
there.
been
Wow.
awesome.
That's the one. That's the one I have. I had to look through my library which one I have. But I looked
Nice,
at,
man.
listed that
That's-
one. Let me share. Put in the private.
Yeah, Madonna was the one that sang Die Another Day, and Toby Stevens was the main villain. I like Toby Stevens; he's a good actor.
Yeah.
Maggie Smith's kid, but Well, he's not a kid anymore.
Did you hear about that new Bond movie?
Which new Bond movie?
They're in the process of starting up a new Bond movie.
They're trying to cast.
They're trying to do the female Bond totally now.
I think they've misjudged their timing completely. They're way too late, and I think when that comes out, that will be.
They tried that shit with that movie called The 355 that got like almost no press and even smaller viewership. No one cares about an all-female or a female replacement. They don't want to see it.
Yeah,
and they've made that very clear every single time they've done it. The movie's a flop, and then they cry, sexism, you're misogynist. When in fact you're not making a product that the fans want to see. But
no, we want to see Bond with his martinis, with fucking cars, fucking hot women, with explosions and all this other shit. Come on.
Funnily enough, the only decent 10 minutes of No Time to Die was when Ana de Armas was in it with Bond.
Yeah.
The two of them together were great. And she was kick-ass. Not saying that she should replace Bond, but the two of them working together were great. The rest of that movie was like...
Yeah. I was just like depressed by the end of the time the movie was over with.
Oh, well, if you weren't by the end itself made you depressed.
Yeah, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Did I just sit through this whole movie for them to do this to Bond? I was like, for fuck's sake.
And really, with a very poor villain, I mean, Rami Malek's character was like, sorry, I still don't get his motivation to this day.
Neither do I. I don't know what he was trying to accomplish.
I still don't get it. But yeah, Ana de Armas was really good in that kind of 10-minute section that she was in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that showed that you can do something good with a female.
She's single.
Okay. No, not if she met you, she wouldn't.
I'm gonna get over there, sexy Santa. Gonna get over there. What's that?
They handled that bit right because she was good, but she was funny, and she wasn't.
If you dream, gotta dream big.
Yeah. Oh, I said that the other day to Sid. I was just talking about something. I was talking about something I wanted to do, and I was like, I want to go do this. And she's like, that's big. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to dream big and go big or go home. Like, I want to do this.
That's what Ruben says. I'm going to go big or I'm going to go home. So, I got a dash, gents, but thank you for that, and I'll see you all again very, very soon.
And when is that the Bond stream?
Monday, 3 p.m. Mountain.
Yeah, check out the links they put in the private chat. Those are the two songs.
Monday.
And they rock. Okay. They're different.
Well, that's a great topic for the show, because they made the wrong decision there, I think, very much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so have a great.
I will see you over there on the stream then. Okay.
Yeah,
it's good seeing you, Rock fan. Stop avoiding me, by the way.
I'm sorry, mate. Your show. I want to be on your show. Just the timing is a little bit awkward for me when it's on.
Well,
I have protected time where I have to spend time with my other. And she's very.
I understand.
Yeah. But I'm determined to make.
I've got it.
No, I wouldn't say that. She might, but I wouldn't say but I'm Roman, my friend. I'm determined to get on the show. Honestly, I will be, and I like what you're doing. So,
well, Roman, if you come over here a little bit more, maybe you'll see 70s a lot more then, huh?
Well, I don't know if that's good or bad for our relationship.
Probably bad. Have a great Friday, everybody.
Okay. Have a good
chat. See you all.
Be safe, brother.
Bye.
I do.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Every time he's like, I've got to spend time with my wife. It's like, dude.
You can have them at the weekends. Right, okay.
Oh, wait. Retro. No. Oh, retro. I hope that's not the missus.
Oh, no, you're joking, are you? I'm confined to quarters.
Fuck.
Time to go shopping.
See you, brother. Have a good. I'll see you Monday.
No, bye.
Ow. That hurt.
Ruben, did you? Oh, okay. So I wanted to bring this up over here. I'm Asher's hair. I don't know if anybody will want to be interested. We are gonna do a live stream. Me, Iron, Ash, Retro said he was going to come on, and you guys want to come on and hang out with us on there, we're going to do Fortnite is ending. Iron, can you pull that up, the Fortnite page?
All right, let me.
We're gonna be doing this
all
big
the work.
Yeah,
I deserve a raise.
Wait, you're getting paid? No.
I think it needs to approach the management.
You get paid. Yes, but it's not. He's not paid in.
Oh, I need a raise from 0.
Yeah, he's management.
Oh my!
Stuff, so yeah, so on December 3rd, we're gonna be doing a stream, and I wanted to do this with Asher here, but yeah, we were talking about other things. We're gonna be doing this, so we're gonna be live streaming this, and from what I got told, it's the longest event they have done so far. It is 45 minutes, I got told. I don't know if that's true. Do you want to read that, Art? Let me see this if I can.
Sure, let me.
Yeah, because I can type's too small for me to read. So.
Fracture is a one-time only event. In game starting the December 3rd at 4 p.m. Eastern. The proper time for everyone's reminder.
Yeah, but we gotta do it. The time oh shit! Wait. What time? That's 1 p.m. Did I set that right?
4 p.m. Eastern. The Fracture playlist will open up 30 minutes prior, so you can jump in before the event starts and also join in progress until 4:40 p.m. It supports parties up to 4 players. If you're not queuing up for the event with the squad, you can emote with players during the event to form one. It won't be near a dedicated gaming device during the event. Cloud Gaming, the NVIDIA GeForce will let you do that, and then we get some new emotes.
Dude, we're going to be using these all the time. Me or Ash and Retro are going to be using this shit all the time. These two. Roman, Fortnite is a one.
I know, I'm joking. It's
a
game.
Okay. I was like,
I've never seen it or played it. I'm aware of its existence.
Well,
much like a black hole. Same thing.
You can come over and kick it with us and just because we fuck around on there all the time.
It's just the basic.
This is more basic bullshit that they're just saying. But yeah, I got told from somebody else that they are. Okay. Let me see this No Man's Sky. I have the link right here, and I'll do this one. Where is it? I wanted to bring this up too because it's permanent news. It's in the server. Let me go see. No Man's Sky. Updates. Okay. Expeditions. Okay. Okay, so I want to do. This is what I'm going to be doing for the. Or streamers. Okay, so present. Share screen.
You got this.
Hopefully I got this. Brave head. Okay, so I don't know if everybody can see this because I don't have 2 monitors. So
it might help to just kind of do a brief explain what is No Man's Sky.
Okay. Well, you can do that better than I can because I'm bad at words sometimes. So. Go ahead.
So No Man's Sky was one of the kind of big games that hit E3 that unfortunately didn't quite live up to expectations to the point where it was the thing that everything else was being compared to, saying, "Oh, you don't want to be the next No Man's Sky." Oof. Since then, they've also had a glorious comeback to where they've gone on to become a big it's gone on to become a big story that everyone kind of points to as a redemption arc. And so these are what some holiday events they've done in the past.
Yeah, well, these are the expedition of events. So I know Roman Space. I love Space Invaders. I have that on my Xbox. So I have all those old games on my Xbox. So yeah. So these are where you can get ships. for free. You can get you can get plants, all this stuff. It's basically a bunch of games rolled into one, where it is full. Oh, you can go. Okay, let me see this, and I pinned this somewhere. Let me go look at something for a second. Can you find how many years it would take to? I know it's there. How many years would it take to go find all the galaxies and No Man's Sky Iron?
A long time.
Yeah, it was like 4 trillion billion something.
What?
Yeah, that's how many galaxies are in. And then, in a galaxy, there's anywhere from 3 to 10 planets in every galaxy. And the galaxies, there's it would take quadrillion. It was huge. You'll never end the game because that's how big the game is.
Damn.
Okay, so these are expeditions where you can get, so anytime you want to start a new game, because right now they have a relaxed mode where you can just chill and do things. Then they also have a permadeath mode. If you even die once, you got to start the game over. And it's more of a challenging thing for people. They also have just recently they came out with a huge update, which was really freaking cool. But I want to say before I get to the update, so these were the 4 expeditions they had this year, and I still have my 7800 too, retro. I have it outside in the garage and stuff. I can't bring it in here because there's a lot of stuff out there. These are expeditions. You can get ships. I have a gold spaceship that is maxed out and stuff from one of the expeditions. And the first expedition, it started last night, and I haven't done it because we were doing stream stuff. But this one's about plants and biology and stuff, and the other one is about blighted. It is just this is all the stuff you can get. You see this right here, you can get a frigate and a backpack and all this other stuff. And there you can have a little right here where it says you can fight along robotic companions and battle relay and new foes and weapon systems. And there's an AI drone that you can have that you can adopt. And they did an outlaw thing. Where there's outlaws, there are outlaw systems where it's just, they're outlaws. You can do whatever the fuck you want, but if you piss off the outlaws, you're kind of fucked. And with the outlaw update, they had the opportunity to become a rebel, including outlaw systems, the ability to recruit your own squadron of pilots, improve space combat. There's a solar cell and a bunch of other stuff. It's pretty fucking cool. And then the endurance update, that was their, and I'm going to say this, all the updates on No Man's Sky are free. This was their 20th free update. You pay for the game once, and every single update is free. They do not make you charge it. There's no microtransactions or any of this other shit. Anything that you want in the game, you have to pay for it yourself with the in-game money that you earn going to planets, scanning plants, building things. That is how you earn money in the game.
One of the things that does make the game kind of fun is the fact that as you're going along cataloging these creatures and animals, you can name them, and that is out there in the game for any other player to discover. So in theory, you could name an animal Dick Butt. Someone might discover Dick Butt.
They have, because I was naming shit. You can name any planet, any animal, any plant, you can even name a galaxy. Okay, I started doing just fart knocker and all this. I started putting, but then, because there were people like me out
there, and then
there,
sensors.
They added sensors. They didn't have sensors at the start, but then they noticed people were naming things like I fucked your mom and shit like this. There was a whole galaxy that was named I fucked your mom. There's the I fucked your mom galaxy. So, but yeah, now there's sensors and you can do stuff, but I started naming there was this one galaxy in the universe where they're in. It was like 5 planets, and I named them all planets from Star Wars. And then there was another one that I found that was a really good galaxy that the little planet that I named them all from like planets from Star Trek. And I just went, there was one that was just like Tatooine, and I named it, and I put my home base on there. You can have home bases and other things too. So, see, you could basically, if you wanted to, you could make somewhat of an enterprise, because you see the ship right there with the saucer area right there. That's your frigate. That is where you have one of your,
Yeah, there's larger spaceships that you can control and fly to, and then you have your own little personal ship you can fly around in and explore planets and hop the galaxy and all that.
Yeah, and
it's a fun little exploring game, and Jed will not shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah, he did. Dude, it's them, and they're like, dude, you never shut the fuck up about this game, because this game is awesome.
Anytime there's an update, oh man, we gotta go and talk about this on the show.
Yeah,
I love you, buddy, but come on, it's true.
Yeah. Oh, and they just recently put it on Switch too. So,
what's a Switch?
Nintendo Switch. The thing that Iron has in his hand all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He never shuts up about it.
Oh yeah, look at look, my other half calling me out too. Yeah. So, but yeah. Okay, so I'll shut up about No Man's Sky. Okay. So,
so I do have one article that came up in my feed that I thought, it's the inevitable thing to talk about. I'm sure you guys will have opinions.
Yeah, I know.
The MCU's next phase to be announced next week.
Oh no. The only thing that he could say that I would approve of is that it's over.
Yeah, they really need to just, I'm going to say, end it, because they're not going to make it any better. It's going to be called MCU version 2.
Coming to you.
I haven't even heard how the Wakanda movie is doing, because my interest in it is completely dropped off. I mean, when I say it, I mean Marvel in general. Mm-hmm. The last several films that they've released have all been kind of meh at best. Thor should have been okay, but it wasn't for all the reasons. And there's like nothing I'm looking forward to. Even Guardians of the Galaxy, like I said, the Christmas special is on right now. I'm going to watch it. I may talk about it. But even Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I'm not excited about. Is James? I'm assuming James Gunn, that was probably his last Marvel project before he moved over to DC Land. He was a smart dude. I mean, that's a landscape that is got a lot you can work with, but no one has done it right. And hopefully he can bring that. But Marvel is dead to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. So far we at least know we're getting a Thunderbolts movie, as well as Captain America: New World Order. Which we really have to pick that of all names?
God damn it!
And you know what they're gonna do, don't you, Roman? They're gonna turn to get Hydra Cap's gonna come out.
I heard that Evans was actually
coming back.
They were talking about bringing him back.
Yeah, because
but in the context of propping up the Sam Wilson character.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of all of these things. You'll find that shocking. But it's, I mean, the way they went about it. I mean, Sam Wilson did become Captain America in the comic series. Of course, there is still the Steve Rogers run as well. I mean, all these things like coexist, but they skipped over the Bucky part, which is the part that actually made sense. The Winter Soldier taking on the mantle of Captain America.
That's true.
I mean, it made as much sense as any of that stuff does. I am not a big fan of mantle passing. I think it's kind of a cheap ploy to get people to buy comics. The only area where it works is when you have multiple of a thing, like the Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah,
that works because there's it's a core. But just becoming the thing, I don't like it. Beta Ray Bill didn't become Thor. Beta Ray Bill got the powers of Thor, but Thor was still Thor.
Yeah,
I have feelings about this.
And what would I want to see this in the JSA when the real JSA, when they were gone for a bit and they came back and everything else, and then some of them died in that stupid crisis. Don't get me started on that bullshit.
You're the one getting yourself started there.
But I agree with him. It's sometimes I said this on I think I said it on the stream the other night, Roman. I said Bucky was the one that it should have been passed to, because Bucky's been there with Cap since the start.
Yes, and I thought I had those books out here. I don't. I have the Trial of Captain America out here.
The Ed Brubaker.
That's the one where he got shot and they went through all the eras and then.
This is the one. I mean, after Bucky becomes Captain America, they actually put him on trial for all the stuff that he did as Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even if you take aside the comics and we set that aside for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
The fact was, the MCU, you had a sort of narrative building to where it seemed like Bucky was the natural next choice.
Mm-hmm.
That first movie comes along and Bucky's gone. Second movie comes around, we're reintroducing him, and not only that, he's catching the shield and he's catching the shield, he's stopping it. It's like, this is something that we've never seen Cap deal with, someone who can stop the shield in that. And then you get to Civil War. Now Bucky is straight up fighting using the shield with Steve as an equal, fighting Tony. It's like, come on, this is so obvious.
Yeah.
And also the fact that by the time we get to Endgame, well, now that whole Winter Soldier thing is an identity that he's trying to move past and get beyond. What better way than to take this from his best friend and bring it into the future to move beyond his past? And then you have a story there. And then we can eventually get to Sam Wilson as Captain America. Like, I see that down the line happening, but you need to have that Bucky interlude in between.
I didn't like what they did to him in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I didn't like what they did with the Bucky character. He became like a beta. And it was really depressing to see him like that. I get he was dealing with his shit. I don't need to see that, though. As a superhero character, I don't need them to have the real life problems that people have. That's kind of it takes you out of it. And I didn't like Falcon and the Winter Soldier anyway. I thought it was a terrible series. The only interesting part of it, I thought, was they brought Elijah into the mix, and that's an interesting character, and that character does exist. And fuck, I would have been happier to see a show about Elijah in his time as Captain America.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been great. But the what we got in Falcon and the Winter Soldier was just, it wasn't good. I'll use nice words. It wasn't good. And I don't expect the same. I expect the same out of New World Order, and I'm actually expecting some just even worse messaging in that. The title alone is kind of like, and then they're bringing, it's supposed to be the Hulk villain. Help.
Abomination, the leader.
No, the Thinker. The Thinker.
The Thinker.
The guy with
that's
the
a Hulk.
elongated
That's
green
Hulk.
head.
Yeah.
That's the Hulk villain, but he is going to be in that movie.
Oh. Sakes, really?
Yes.
No, they're bringing him back.
back the dude from the Ed Norton movie, from the Ed Norton Hulk movie.
Oh,
They're
shit.
bringing that guy back. Yeah.
Where's he been all this time?
Dude, he's a for
yes, he's a Hulk villain who's going to be in a Captain America movie without Captain America in it as well. So it is it's an exciting time, I think.
I'm confused. Oh God.
Yes.
This is why, again, like I say, I'm just going back, listening to old records, listening to different, watching old movies, and then just creating my own shit. Because again, I'm just sick and tired of this bullshit. This is dumb. This is no creativity, nothing.
Jim did have a good point, and I did say this, and Spidey did have real life issues, Roman, and it said
Spidey was a child. I also don't like Spider-Man, so that's neither here nor there.
Well,
but
never
no. The MCU Spider-Man didn't have problems right away. They fixed it at the very end.
No, in the comic books, Spider-Man did deal with some. He had more things going on. Again, I'm not a Spider-Man fan. I know that puts me in the minority in like the comic book world, and I'm okay with that. And Marvel did in the comic books. They would deal with things like Tony had his drinking problem. I think the way they did it in the comic books was, I'm going to say better, because almost everything in the comic books is, than the way they introduce it into the live action stuff, certainly. Because one, the live action stuff has become a preaching ground for all the things. So pretty much any message that they're trying to get through to me at that point is lost in the mix of all the other messages they're trying to get to me. So Marvel can just straight up fuck off at this point.
Yeah. I can appreciate what they did with everything with Spider-Man, because I did go back, and I do want to watch now the other films. I haven't done it yet, but I do want to do that now because of what they did with No Way Home. To me, it was very important the way they capped it. They corrected it. I thought they listened. At least somebody listened to the fans and made a good movie, and did it a very respectful way. So, and that's why was it the anomaly of the year? Mm-hmm. It did really well. Mm-hmm. Well, the biggest. Sorry, that was the anomaly of last year, because that movie came out at the end of the 2021. I remember.
That was 2021
December 2021.
Yeah.
And again, what did the movie do? It gave us what the fans wanted, and we went to see the movie.
Yeah, that was the only, Ruben. That's the only one that I actually watched out of this whole phase is the Spider-Man movie.
Correct. And then for 2022, the only movie that did that, and specific was Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, and I love Maverick.
Because again, because they gave what the fans wanted. It's funny.
No, and you remember. I mean, you remember a movie like Maverick. But the problem, not the problem with Maverick, but the problem is, name me 5 good movies from the last 3 years. 5. American movies. Movies that everybody has seen. I haven't seen RRR. It's not that I dismiss it as being a good movie. It's just that I don't care.
22, 21, 20, 19. Well, 19 again. I would basically the last movies I saw were Endgame and Endgame was the last one. So that basically,
Maverick,
Endgame was at the end.
I watched Ghostbusters Afterlife. I thought it was an okay movie. Was it a great movie? No, but it's kind of forgettable. But I mean, literally like 5 good movies in the last 3 years. I mean, I don't think you can. The Northman I thought was good, but Spider-Man and Maverick are definitely of the last 3 years. Think about when I was a young man. I'm 111 years old. But when I was a kid, look at this. Look at 1982. We can just look at one.
Dude,
year.
Yeah.
1982 was like a golden time for movies. The Thing. Fucking E.T., who I don't like, but he was a big deal.
From 77 on.
And
I'm 54. So that tells you where I am.
Yeah,
we're in the same category.
Yeah, so when everybody on the stream here, listen to this. When you mention these famous films, Jaws, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Raiders of the Lost Ark, I was in the theater watching those for the first time. So it was a very, very wonderful time for cinema.
Yeah, I got to see them
as a kids. We had the one.
You were able to name these movies from 30, 40 years ago. From right now, no one's going to remember these movies.
These films.
The bulk of these movies ever existed. Maverick might get a pass on that. The Spider-Man, maybe. But the last several years, I mean, really, it's going to be a blank spot in entertainment. Because Marvel ended with Endgame, and I think most of us can probably agree with that. That story arc was very good. That will make an impact in the movie history books. Leaving out Captain Marvel because it was shit. But moving forward, what do we got? What do we have to look forward to? Tell me a movie you're looking forward to coming out.
There's not any. I don't know any that's out there now that I'm looking forward to.
Dune's going to be coming out. I am looking forward to that. I enjoyed the other Dune movies.
Well, that's a few years off, though.
These Dune movies, while entertaining, are not going to. I don't see them being culturally impactful.
They're not.
Just because you're
like
dealing with a property that's been around for a long time. They already made the movie in the 80s, which I also didn't like. But they're just kind of there. They're in the mix, but they're not like, wow, you got to go see this, because wow, you got to go see this doesn't really exist anymore. That's and rant.
Okay, so I want to get that because I know, Roman, you got to go pretty soon, right?
Oh golly, I lost track of the time myself.
The stuff that you have, I want you to show some of your stuff off that you said you had.
All right, so, cool. So we'll go through the catalog here of the things Roman brought with him to the show.
You go through the catalog.
So, can you blow me up, Jed?
Yeah, I got you.
Cool. All right, so so Dark Detective Batman. I like that you might have seen behind me. I'm a little bit of a collector. So Dark Detective Batman. I love just the look of this figure because it was weird. Just very unique as far as the Batman figures go. And I got a shit ton of Batmans. Batman, bad dudes. I got a lot of them. So that's one. This one, I need room to open these guys up. So this is Lex Luthor in the power suit. And there are a couple versions of this one out. There's the classic green and purple power suit, which is actually up on the shelf right now. But I just really loved the look of this with the Superman style power suit. I just thought it was cool.
That was a good run of comics. That was a good suit.
This is Superman, and this is from a Black Adam run. But there were 4 of these figures that came out. There was John Constantine, which is on the shelf. This Superman, and I really like the look of this Superman. McFarlane has been kind of hot and cold with their Superman designs.
That is a cool Superman right there. I will say
their Superman 1000 I thought was good, but their Superman Rebirth, I'm not a big fan of the Rebirth costume anyway, just that straight blue suit. I just don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
They did a Dark Knight Returns Superman, but the head looked all wonky. So
one of my favorite outfits is that red and black outfit. The white and the black outfit he had from when he came out of the chamber. Yeah.
Well, there was because he also has it's in Batman Beyond. I like his Batman Beyond suit a lot. I actually hope they're going to make those. I know McFarlane. So here's Catwoman, and this is from the Arkham game. That's what they designed it after, and it's from the Solomon Grundy Build-A-Figure set. I'm not going to build Solomon Grundy because I don't care about the rest of the figures, but I actually love the look of this Catwoman as well. That's also the one that's in the comic books in this era. And then one last one, and this was a fun one, and I almost don't want to open it because it's going to destroy the box, but it's the it's a retro looking War Machine.
Dude, I have that one.
Do you have this?
Yeah, I have that one.
Man, I love the look of this figure so much. It's just really clean looking. I have probably 4 or 5 different War Machines on the shelf, but I'm just really digging that one.
Yeah.
So that's all the figures. I brought some comic books out too, but that's fine. The figures.
Oh yeah, show us the comics, man.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, show us whatever you got there, brother.
I've got. I'm gonna have to move. Oh, don't fall. Oh God. It's fine. Everything's fine. So I picked up, and these are like books I still need to read because I buy things and then I put them on a shelf because I'm an idiot. So I picked up Sandman. It's the volume 1. And I got this because the series came out and I knew the series was going to be shit. And I wanted to really dig back into, original Sandman stuff. Everybody has this at this point, I think. And if you don't, you need to buy it. From Eric July. I bought this book, and I actually did read this one, and I want to talk about this one for a second. So, Sergeant Rock, versus the Army of the Dead from DC Horror, written by Bruce Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to like this comic. The cover art is incredible. The art inside is not very good, and the story itself is also not very good. So kind of a disappointment from, especially with the Sergeant Rock series, because that's a character we haven't seen in a really long time. But anyway, so Blackest Nights is one of the best Green Lantern stories, I think.
I agree
ever.
with that.
And the follow-up is also very good, but Blackest Night is, man, that's like one of the crown jewels of the Green Lantern crown. So I really liked the story of Moon Knight. So this is the modern version of Moon Knight, but it would not the Marvel series, which was terrible. And they made Mark Spector into a buffoon, or not Mark Spector, but
yeah, they kind of
his other personality. Grant. He's supposed to be a Bruce Wayne-like character, and instead he's a bumbling twat in a museum. Anyway, so in this comic, so Moon Knight's a little crazy, and we all know that. In like more crazy than he was in the series, of course. He sees the Avengers and he's like having conversations with them. And of course they're not there, and he actually takes on some of their personality traits because he adopts other personalities. It was very good. I've got this and then one more that I'll show. So this is the Batman Who Laughs. These are really creepy stories.
Yeah, they are.
And I actually like the Metal Universe. It's weird. DC, this is like some of the okay stuff that DC has done in the last few years, because we all know DC has basically gone off the effing cliff. They're trying to fire everybody though and bring back good stuff again, and I hope they do it. And then there is this last one, the 40th anniversary of Evil Dead. And man, this is a hardback one, and this is just a fun book. Yes, it's basically the movie and a comic, but that's it's still a very enjoyable.
That was
read.
cool.
So that's all the stuff I brought, and there's more behind me.
Yeah. Well, whenever you have goodies, dude, like show off, man. You're always welcome back to come over here, man. Like,
so I've always got something coming in. Mrs. of the Empire would tell you the same thing, and she would say, "You've got to stop buying all this shit. The holidays coming up," and she would be correct.
I have a feeling I'm going to hear that from somebody else that's in chat sometimes.
So the hour is nigh, so I do have to roll. Thank you for letting me show off my stuff in a non-sexual way, because usually it's the other. But it was nice getting to meet you guys, and I imagine I'll see you around the interwebs again in the not too distant future.
And you are always welcome over here.
Next Sunday, AD.
And I appreciate that. I'll be on tomorrow at noon with PJ Maybe over on his show for Let's Talk Geeky. Cool. Monday, I'm not sure. We may be doing a show at 5 PST, because we usually do on Mondays, called Mixtape Mondays, on my friend John, the Creative Blue Collar Guys channel. He's my YouTube partner. And then on my channel, Thursday coming up, and Jed's going to be on with this one. We do Solving the World's Problems, 5 Pacific Standard. Every Thursday there is a show, except for yesterday because it was Thanksgiving. And we're doing Space Seed and Wrath of Khan. And that should be a very spirited show, because everybody has a lot of opinions about whether Kirk did the right thing or Khan was justified in his revenge. So thank you for having me, Jed. This was a lot of fun. I had a good time hanging out with you guys today. Even when you're talking about video games, and I fell asleep for, I would say, about 45 minutes, but that was okay.
Well, we try to do a lot of different stuff over here, and like try to bring up some of the better and like some of the current stuff, because I haven't got to talk about it, so you know what I'm talking about, just stuff that people want to talk about and get known about Jason and other things. So so
the people like the stuff.
Yeah.
But all right, guys. Well, you guys have a good rest of your stream and a great Friday. And I will see you around the interwebs.
And I'll see you later, brother.
Later on.
Thanks, dude.
Okay.
We are
Yeah, we are waiting for one person because he will be here. Pablo wants to come over here because he has goodies to show up. So we're just waiting for him to get home.
Goodies to show.
Yeah. Retro's been waiting for this. Retro's been waiting for him to show off the figures.
I want to see the reject figures.
Yeah, because he has a bunch of figures. Dude, Ruben is gonna crack up because I don't think he's ever seen the reject figures segment of our show.
So awesome.
No.
I do have something I wanted to bring up, and I don't know. Ruben, have you or anybody here? I don't know. Iron. It is on. Has anybody seen Christmas Story Christmas?
No, not yet.
Okay, so
Not yet.
I
heard something, but I don't know.
So this right here, it's Christmas Story Christmas. I saw this the other night. Hey Barrett, I saw this the other night. It has all the old. It has most of all the original cast in it, except for the people that passed away. God bless their souls, and stuff because But I gotta say this. They like you, Ruben. Like we said this, and like Retro, we said this. You respect the past while going on into the future, right? Where you do the right thing. Yeah. This was very awesome. I'm not going to give too much away, and yes, it is on HBO Max. So,
okay,
yeah. So it is, very good. I was blown away because
by how good?
Yeah, by how good it was. Because we all know the original Christmas Story that came out when we were kids, right, Ruben?
Yes.
So, and that was I actually went to the movie theater and saw that at the time. And it had the feel of the original Christmas Story. And I'm trying so hard to. You guys need to go watch it. It is very awesome. Like I said, it has a lot of the original cast in it. They have Peter Billingsley. Sandy is his wife because, he got married. They have all the original kids that were in it, too.
Oh, good.
They have Randy that was Ian and Scott Scorch and Flick, and they even have Farkas in it. But, yeah. But the other... Yeah. It's... Like I said, just like how Cobra Kai is, how we love Cobra Kai, respects the past, moves on, and does.
Oh, okay, that's a good analogy. If you,
it is, and Cobra Kai is the standard for what I.
That's high praise if you say that.
Yeah,
it's the Cobra Kai of Christmas movies.
Yeah, it really is.
that is a good endorsement.
Yeah, so. I say that in every stream and every place I am, you have to respect the past because without the past, we can't have the future. People did it right. And Peter Billingsley was, if I'm not mistaken, so Christmas Story. So it was the Shepherds were involved in this. Produced by Aaron. Peter Billingsley had a hand in this too. He said that he wouldn't do this if he wouldn't, Okay, hey brother, you if you want in, you know that. If you want in, Lord, just let us know, okay? Yeah, but it's like I can't praise things more of enough. So I've been watching a lot of stuff recently, and it was made. The one thing that made it good, it was made by Legendary Pictures, Ruben. Which Legendary Pictures is mostly action and superhero and a lot of the other stuff, right?
Right.
So then Godzilla, I think they do Godzilla and the other shit. I said it. Other things. So. Yeah. So, but it's just I appreciate all that stuff, and so. There was one other thing I wanted to share here. Iron, did you have anything? Retro, did you have anything you wanted to talk about?
I've got a few little bits and pieces I can show.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Just hang on a sec, dude. Let me go and pick them up. Just bear with me.
Go ahead, brother. Ruben, did you have anything you wanted to talk about?
Not right now, but I'm very interested now in watching that movie because A Christmas Story was a very important movie to me, and again, just like when you made the analogy, I was there for each of the Karate Kid movies except for number 3. I didn't see number 3 until it came on cable, but what I did appreciate was Cobra Kai and the story, and then everyone loves a good redemption story.
Yeah.
And again, that goes to the whole idea goes back to what's going on currently. What you're having is not the redemption. You're having the breakdown of the superhero. They're being torn down. And I want redemption. I want to hear, and again, not the redemption stories like the whole Maleficent is what's here the evils. The evil, anyone evil is they were really good. No, I don't want that. I want somebody who, like the original Thor, was redemption in a way. He did something he shouldn't have done. His father sent him down to learn his lesson, and he learned his lesson. And it was a very good, well-made film in a way. I liked it. It went over the top in some things. It was kind of confusing in other things, but again, there was some reverence there. And I like Hemsworth as an actor, and give him some comedy range. But he's good. But that's my main thing here. But yeah, you're 100% correct regarding that.
Yeah, and it's just I was blown away, and I'm gonna say is just a teaser. They wrap it up at the end, and you're gonna just go, "Oh my goodness!" Just you're gonna get chills.
Well, that's good. That's good. Now I'm really I am gonna watch it. Yeah.
You're like,
Because that's what I do. I do like watching. The Christmas movies. I do watch silly Christmas movies like the Hallmark ones because they're so hilarious. I like to watch them and I laugh at it. It's fun.
There's one on ABC Family is Christmas Every Day that was back in the late
the 25 days of Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I used to watch it all the time.
It's just funny.
They have funny where the one where the kid, it's like Christmas Groundhog Day where the kid keeps going back and forth to the same.
Yeah, but every movie's the same thing, and they always basically say it. The way it starts out, it's like she's a hardworking woman in the big city, and then she's offered a job in this small town, and then her boyfriend says, "Okay, babe, you can do what you want to do, and I'll be here." She goes off. It's the same old story over and over again. It's a formula.
Well, and then there was another one. I like the weirder Christmas movies where they have a little bit of sci-fi, a little bit of fantasy in them.
Oh yeah.
There was the one that about the guy that Nick, where he was the son of Santa Claus, and he didn't want to take over, but then he had to take over because Santa died and other stuff. And then then his reindeer took off to a zoo, and he had to go into the real world for one of the first times. And I like some of those. So
okay, cool.
So, okay, Retro. Wow. Yeah.
Are
you there, brother? Show me your stuff.
Yeah.
I got you on full screen, brother.
Well, you know what a bloody pain in the arse it is trying to get hold of these bloody things. Denying impossible. But
how did you get there? Did you go down to the store?
I was lucky. I mean, there is a local B&M over there sells them, and that's the only place you can get these. Occasionally, the character options do have some for sale on site, but generally you have to go and fight your way through to the B&M stores, and half the time the scalpers will just clear them out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I managed to find that one, which is like the 310 Doctors there. So that was a nice set that I got. And then I got this one, which I did definitely most want.
Ooh,
oh, dude, look at that.
Dear God.
Yeah, those are the only place you can get those. Like where he lives, they don't put these in the States and they don't put them online. The only way they get online is if a scalper puts them on.
Yeah, they're telling the scalpers just wrecking.
They're only in the UK.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's how we get them here, is from scalpers and stuff.
Or from friends.
Yeah, or for friends. Yeah.
Which we do.
Yeah.
Well, it's fine if you send them the money. The money's it doesn't really matter. You can just send it to FedEx or whatever it is, right? Yeah. Oh my God.
Then this was off. This was off one of my friends. I thought I have to show you this.
Oh my God,
dude!
It was really kind, and he gave this to me, and that's just like, that's so awesome,
bro. That's awesome. I would love that just for the TARDIS alone.
Yeah, so that was a nice piece. So yeah, I'm hoping there's a 9th Doctor set with Rose and Mickey that has just apparently come out, and there's a Davros set as well, which has come out. So I'm going to try and have a look this weekend, but I will be crossing my fingers to try and get them. And also, there is an electronic TARDIS. I think it might possibly with David Bradley's first Doctor in it as well. So I'm going to try and get hold of those this weekend. So if I do, I'll let you know. But that's the only few little pieces I got for now, like I say, because I've been after some of the other sets for over a year and nothing came in. And I went to multiple B&Ms. It's just nigh impossible. So,
yeah, that's because the scalper. I don't know how the scalpers know ahead of time.
Yeah, I've heard all sorts of things like there's a bit of better that going on, like sort of with the store managers when they come in. But
hey, I just found this out the other day, and I don't know, Ruben, if I saw somebody had a video on the other day that I knew Tennant was coming back, but I saw that he regenerated back to himself.
Yeah, but he didn't, not to himself. Basically, they're calling him the 14th Doctor.
Well, okay, Retro, and I know Retro have some shit to say about this. How is he the 14th Doctor when he was the 10th Doctor?
Right,
when he's coming back as something else.
Right, yeah. Do you remember in the 50th anniversary with the 11th Doctor?
Oh yeah, when
when
Tom came back.
Maybe he'll.
He'll regenerate into another face.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So wait.
We don't know what caused him to bring back the old 10th Doctor face.
Well, we do know.
Essentially, that
we know what really was.
Crap ratings. Yeah.
We know that. Yeah, we know that. But I haven't watched any of the new Doctor Who, and I didn't know because I was just like. I stopped when Jodie came
that was the only time I stepped in and actually watched probably the last bit of it, because this is what I heard classic Doctors showed up in it, which was nice. That was the only reason. Like I said, I haven't watched it since the 11th series.
I haven't either. And and I'm going to say this, and we all know this because we did this on the show. Over at another channel, I struggled for that first season of Jodie, and I had to because we talked. I'm like, dude, me and Retro, we were on a show and we talked about it every week, and I struggled for that shit. That was as bad as
awful.
That fucking
was painful.
Oh god, it was just like The first two shows, first one was like, okay, we'll see where this goes. Second one, was it second or third one?
Second one, I just felt like that was like watching paint dry, mate.
Oh, I was just like, huh.
It was awful.
But then once she got the TARDIS back, it was just like it got worse and worse and worse.
It just went down.
God, I wanted to love it. I wanted to love that show so much.
Me too.
Only because, again, I wanted to. Every single time that the TARDIS reappears from me, my person, I'm new to Doctor Who. I'm new. 2000, I think it was 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Very new, and it was just I wanted to see that, and it just didn't get it. It just there was no heart there. There was nothing, no. And then it became Rosa. That was like, what are you all doing? Again, that's the whole idea. That's the whole idea. It's like, that was the epitome of what they are. They are woke white people who are. It is my duty to save the black. I am going to do this for them because that's what a good person does. It's like you're treating them. You're patronizing another race. It's sad. It's very, very sad. Yeah. I don't like it. That's why I'm saying this. Go back to making good shows. And that's why they brought back Tenet back.
Yeah. I think say I never watched a single episode of the Jodie era, and I don't intend to.
Yeah, well, you're not any worse for it, mate. Tell you that.
No, yeah, you were lucky, brother.
Yeah, you saved yourself a lot of pain. A lot of pain.
Yeah. It's just very, 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 very strange. Very, very strange.
So I wanted to give you an update in the World Cup. It's still 0-0.
Soccer sucks.
No, dude. Neither team scoring. And I thought it would be a blow. I thought England would blow them out. After that,
wait a minute. Wait. I hear. I want to. Do women like soccer in European countries? Do they get a lot? Or is it just a men's thing?
I call it proper football. So that's in our Discord that we have. That me, Iron, and everybody else is in there. I call it proper football, and then I have American football. It's our tags, so nobody gets confused.
That's right.
I don't say the S word. I hate it.
I know.
But I wanted to do this right here. And Retro, you still there, brother?
Yeah, I'm still here, dude.
Okay, I wanted to do this. Okay, so here we are. Share my screen. And so here is our other archivist brother, Jinja Ninja. He is at Tokyo Comic Con right now.
Yes.
Yeah, go and check his page out because he creates some fantastic art.
This is what he took these yesterday. So these are from his pictures that he took. Look at this. Yeah. And then there's look at the exoskeleton. Dude, look at that. He was taking pictures. And I said, dude, take some pictures so we can put them up on the stream and we'll show them out. And then there's this. Look at that.
Oh, man.
Dude, yeah. Isn't that fucking awesome?
Your boots on your bike.
And then there was, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
God.
The 19 Industrial 2000. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I know. Isn't it awesome?
That's so cool.
It's the Night Red cart. And I was just like, oh, dude, that's fucking awesome.
That's
let me see. So, and then he had, look at that.
Yeah.
Damn.
God.
And he said, look at that one.
Yeah.
I think that one's That's Fast and Furious car right there. I haven't watched all of them. There was the Batmobile. Look there. OG one from the first movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jinja is I'm going to say this. Jinja is a very good artist.
He's a fantastic artist.
Dude, I got to give Jinja props.
He's a good friend of mine. I love the guy. He's amazing. And met him.
He's got some cool other Star Wars and the other Batman stuff on there as well.
Yeah. But there's the Tumblr right there.
Yeah.
And
He's got
and I
RT's on there.
I said,
Yeah.
oh, well, look at this, the Vader that he took a picture of.
Oh, so cool.
Let me see. So I want to see if I can get to some of his artwork. Okay.
Yeah.
This Black Panther part that he did right here.
Amazing.
Let me see. Yeah, he did do this. Another piece done for so he did do this Black Panther that he did right here. I love the way he does because of the way he draws. He puts so much emotion in it, and you can tell. And that's what's missing a lot nowadays from a lot of, just artists and stuff,
Yeah, and again, seeing him grow, because I met him 2 years ago in Vegas, and met him again. We're online, we talk, and then he came down to Orlando, and he is going to, like I said, he's going to go. He talked about going to this Comic-Con, how important it was to go. He's getting his comic out there too, and his stuff out there, and it's just going to be, it's going to blow things away too.
And it's going to be just like Ripa. I mean,
yeah.
Him and Ripa are the future, and I look at his booth. He was so proud of that because he goes, "Yeah, that's my first booth." And if you guys are in Tokyo, he's like I heard it. He's in Hall. There's a section right here, and all this other stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something because again, there are just so many talented people.
Yeah,
I'm in every day. I never get enough of YouTube. There's so much content out there. I want to start doing something and doing something to help everybody figure it out. Because we have Discord, we have this and that, but Jinja Ninja and everybody that we hadn't counted. There's so many great comics out there. We gotta promote more of his stuff and each other do at least that.
Retro or Iron, can you put his links in the chat so people can see?
Yeah, certainly.
And he was so and again, to me, he was so excited when I went to go see the Christy Mayer's performance in Orlando, and he showed up right from the airport, got there, and we sat there, gave him a big bear hug. He was great to be there, and he was so excited to show everyone his work.
Wait, look at this! Look at the Two-Face he did, dude. Like,
exactly.
It's just like there's so much raw emotion and everything in there, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You don't see that nowadays. And I do know I have heard some people give him shit because it's not the norm of how you would do things. But dude, artistry, and I say this, there is no norm in artistry or art or
it's as unique as your signature.
Yeah, he has a unique thing. Like when I take pictures and stuff, his landscapes, like what Parrot had said, Jinja's landscapes are fucking awesome. If you've seen his Western stuff and all the other stuff he does, he has unique stuff up there, and you can tell that's his. And like he just pours so much in there. And I gotta say this, we are so lucky to have him on this channel with us because he is a good dude.
Yeah, I gotta think of something to do because again. Every day I'm blessed with. Look at this.
Yeah, look at the Joker. Dang. This is the Joker he did. Like,
and you know what's so haunting about this? The way that the eyes look, it looks like it's drawing you in.
Yeah.
When you think about it, it's like if you're going into the mind of his soul.
Yeah.
Everything looks like sucking you in. The perspective.
It's just like it's insanity. It's insanity itself. Just looking at you.
Exactly.
It's just and.
But what's so funny, not funny, but scary is I've seen people with that same face.
Yeah.
In real life, because again, I lived in Chicago. I've been through shit in my life. I've seen shit, and again, it's when you face someone who's with mental illness and issues growing up, it's you feel these things.
Once again, this goes all the way back to the men's health with Jason and Robin and all the the drummer. What was it? Was it? Forgive me on this one. Iron might know this, or you, the person that he was in that really big band and he died because he took his life. I don't remember. Forgive me on this one.
God, I can't remember. Yeah, I know you. Yeah.
If he took himself, and because he was so depressed. And I gotta say this: if you guys, if anybody needs help, please, please, please reach out to somebody or call this, the suicide hotline or something. Please don't think you got to go out this alone, because you don't. Because there are plenty of YouTube family here. There are plenty of if I even see this, and I say this is how I met everybody, because I game. I'm the gamer, and then I'm on YouTube. So I have my gaming family and my YouTube family. But the weird thing is they have crossed paths now, and they're kind of like one big family now. So I've brought my gaming family together with my YouTube family. So yep. It's great. So please, there are people. You're how would I say it? Your real family. If you don't have any family, just go out there, talk to people. And I never thought I would have family like Retro and Ash and Iron and and everybody else that's that is in our group, yeah. And you just go out there and you meet people. And I have a lot of family that aren't blood related, and they are in my world. That I think of Retro as my brother. I think Ash, Iron is my brother. Everybody else, Ash, everybody that's in our thing. There are people out there. Yeah. And Ruben, I consider Ruben a brother because Ruben's fucking awesome too.
But it's so funny that the path that got me here. Mm-hmm. If I told, the whole story very, very quickly, losing my wife, she passed away, everything, illness and all that stuff. But the biggest change that has occurred is up until 2021, my friends and my associates were exclusively all women.
Yeah.
I never taught. I never associate. Very, very, very rarely associated with men. If it was a man, it was the wife. Husband of anybody that I was working with at the time. Mm-hmm. But it was only women. But now it's practically all men, which is funny. And I myself said to myself, you know what? I'm going to start living my life, and that's what I'm doing. Living my life the way I want to do it, and having fun now, and not caring.
Because Bon Jovi said, "It's my life."
Yeah, that's right. That's it, and that's the whole thing too. I actually want to go back and listen to this music. Go back to the '60s. Listen to Black Sabbath. It was actually, who was it? It was now I remember. Led Zeppelin. It was John Bonham who killed himself, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think it was Chester from Linkin Park. I'm not sure.
Oh no.
Let me see if my other half is in here, baby. Are you in here right now? If she is, she'll probably.
Because that's the thing. I want to start going back and listening to older music, because I listen to classical and jazz, and but I still love listening to rock and roll and stuff. But I want to go down rabbit holes and learn more stuff, and do more things, and start doing living life. Because again, the Ginger Ninja here. Look at he decided he had a job, and this was his hobby, and he said, fuck it, I'm living my life, and he's doing this full time,
and so
that
now,
is that's living your life, baby.
So now, instead of he said fuck it, so now he is at this right here.
Exactly.
And now he's there, and it's his first Comic Con, and he look at all his fucking shit and stuff. So it is,
and that's the whole idea. The whole idea is that, and he was nervous when we talked, and again, I'm not saying anything bad, and not putting anybody out, but as men to men, when we do something, we're scared sometimes. We have some fear, but then we use that fear and we overcome it. Yeah. And this guy, this fine man here is doing that, and I'm doing it every single day too. I have bad days, I have good days, but again, I'm proud of this guy and proud of everybody here.
Yeah, I'm proud of seriously, I'm proud of everybody that goes out there. Like, dude, Friday Night Tights, we're probably going up against him right now. So, is it on yet?
Another hour.
Another hour, okay. Yeah, I want to end by the time they go. So start. We're just waiting for Pablo. So, but I want. It's just I can't say this because everybody talks about women health, but then whenever you want to talk about men's mental health or like guys have a soft spot, there's a lot of guys that have a lot of feeling out there that want to get things out there and they can't because they're afraid if they open up they'll be called like an idiot or something.
Yeah, and that's why I basically say this is my purpose now. And
Yeah.
I'll be the fucking shield. I'll go out there. I'm gonna put out videos. I'll make a fool of myself. But if
Yeah.
I can succeed, I'm gonna do the same thing. I want to start interviewing guys like everybody here doing whatever and put it out there. Because again, I'm gonna start doing more male positivity instead of more male negativity. I'm just done with it.
Because we don't.
And I'm not going to complain anymore because that's the whole point. We can't complain anymore. We can't go wah wah wah. This is all bullshit. Woke. We're going to say, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to do good shit.
Yeah. So
and this is what I'm saying. Promoting good shit like this. All the streams you're going to do. All everybody here. All the input we have. Hey, this is good content. I like it.
Yeah. And if you see somebody, like I said, if you see somebody having a hard time, please go talk to them. Go talk to him. Like our brother Drew. Drew has had a hard time.
Oh yeah.
Within the past year because he lost his mom. So
yeah, I went out there for him for a while. And it was hard.
And so shout out to Drew. We love you, brother. We know last night was a hard night for you because it was the first night that you didn't have your mom around, and he said something about that on Twitter last night. So, and I said, dude, if you want to talk anytime, I put it straight out there on Twitter. I don't give a fuck. It's my friends, my family, and everything else. I'm there for people. If people want to talk, I'm there for you.
Yeah.
So on that positive note, I think we're going to end on a positive right there.
Yeah.
So instead of a negative. So I want to, Ruben, because we'll get Pablo on another day because I know he's dealing with family issues today, and shout out to Pablo and all our other friends and family. Yeah, I understand Parahead. Drew just got drilled this year, so we love you all. Thank you guys for doing this. And Ruben, do you want to do anything today? Give a shout out for anything?
Yeah, basically, I have 2 channels out there. My own channel, Ruben Haynes, and Ruben Christopher Haynes. There's 2 of them. One of them is My Weight Loss Quest. Look that up, and you can find it. And the regular, I put videos. I'm going to start putting up videos daily, and it's all it is about doing right by myself. This past summer, it's been a rough summer, but I've been on a track to lose weight. I'm down over 100 pounds, and I have a long way to go. But I'm going to do it because, again, I have a very serious illness. I'm only taking the cannabis. I don't like doing pharmaceuticals. I've been doing really well with working with the doctors here, and I'm just going to change my life and be an example for others. So I say this only because I see so many talented people out there, and that's what I'm going to do. So follow me. And reach out to me. I'm here to help. I'm here to do. I have no commitments right now, so I can travel around and do whatever everyone wants to do. And just I want to meet everybody. I want to do things. So follow me.
Okay. And congratulations, brother. I'm so proud of you for that. So that's good. Okay. Iron. Did you want to say anything?
Well, first off, congratulations on the progress you're making, dude.
Yeah.
Do I have to call you Sexy Santa?
Yeah, just call me Sexy Santa.
No. I'm changing my name.
Because that is a little awkward.
Hey, watch. Somebody's going to pop in the stream just as we're done like they always do. People always do that.
I'll pop in.
So tonight I'll be over on with Nick Weiser for the Friday Night Comic Shop Talk. I'll drop the link in the chat. And tomorrow I'll be on with the T-shirt Historian for the Weekend Geek. So, yeah, a few more panels, and then maybe the odd video for me on my own channel.
Yeah. So, Retro, do you have anything, brother?
No, just like you find me out generally on this channel. Hanging about on Twitter if anyone wants to message me or chat.
Yeah.
Generally, I'll help out retweet people and that.
Yeah, Retro is our one-man tweeter. He will, if you have a channel,
if you need any help with reboosting your tweets or anything, just let me know, and I'll try
Retro
and
will help you.
So always kind of on it for retweet.
Retro is basically our promoter, one of our promoters. He's the big promoter, so he retweets everybody. He doesn't care if you're over there or over there, or a big YouTuber or a small YouTuber.
You know. Everyone has their own opinions. Everyone differs. We're all different, but I'll try and help out people. That's what I'll do.
Okay. I may show. What's Nick doing tonight? Do you know?
We're just talking some comic shop stuff.
Okay, I may show up there. I wanted to come over last week, but I got busy doing something. So, you know how I get busy, and so. But afterwards, I think I got to go shopping with Sis and Sin, and do some stuff with them because today's Black Friday.
Show up a little bit and do what you do.
Yeah, and I may show up there tonight. I don't know. Yeah, and then I'm gonna say this. Here is Nick's show for tonight. There's Nick's show for tonight. Nick. Yeah. Huge.
Nick Weiser.
He does. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I can't do it.
We were running around. We were running around Orlando. He was so funny. Well, I wasn't running, but he was running around. But he was hilarious. Nick was God.
Oh, he's like one of the best guys.
Yeah, I love Nick to death, and Nick is awesome too. He's one of our YouTube family.
I just sent him out a package.
There is Ruben's YouTube right now. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right now on the stream. If you guys go on YouTube, on Twitter, you see a post. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Watch this. I'm gonna do this. Watch this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do something for you, brother. Watch this. Okay, let me see where it's at because I posted this last night. I don't think I posted too much. Because I didn't post that much when I went to bed. I just posted some geeky shit and. Let me see. I did post a ton of shit. Wow. Where I'm just a second. I'm trying to find it. Unless they got taken down or I just fucking posted. Sandy chat. They retweeted. Where is that? They retweeted. There's anyway. I don't find it. Where is it? I'm looking for it. Print series and all the bills. 20. They may have taken it down. Sometimes I can't see all my tweets now. It's weird. It's very weird. I can't see them all sometimes.
Yeah. Case of letter.
But I wanted to say, please go over there to Ruben's and retweet, because Ruben got kicked off Twitter.
Oh yeah, Twitter. Yeah, Ruben Haynes. That's my Twitter handle right there.
Yeah,
Ruben Haynes.
and wait, didn't I post it on your Discord? Just a second. I think I did. Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
okay.
I have a business account and my personal account. So
yeah, so and then here is Ruben's other YouTube.
Yeah, my weight loss quest. Yeah, that's my other one.
Because he has two of them. So, and here is Pablo's. God bless brother, because he had to have family time emergency today. So that's his channel. He fucking tells the truth just like all of us do here. We don't shy away from the truth. So I'm gonna let Retro says thank you everybody for watching. I may show up at next night. I may, because Pablo and them are coming over. So and stuff. So, and usually. You can find me sometimes on the MFR. You can find us.
No MFR tonight. God,
it's going to be weird. What are we like? So yeah. So I'm used to going on the MFR every week. So
well, if anything happens, if you want to do anything, surprise stream.
Are you gonna do a stream tonight?
I could do a stream tonight.
If you do, send me a link. I'll pop over there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll bring Sin, and Sin will come in. Me and
we'll have some fun.
Yeah, me and you can just
shoot a shit. Yeah.
Yeah, shoot a shit over there. So
Yeah,
get a
cool.
hold of me later on if you're gonna do it. So,
Cool.
but it's gonna be later on because I gotta do shopping with the missus and shit. So
Yeah, you just send me Discord what time you think is good, and then we'll.
Well, she's in there, baby. What time do you think would be a good time? I think she's still in the chat. Yeah, I'm waiting for her to say something because I think we got to do stuff tonight too. Because we got to shopping with my sister and other stuff. So, but yeah, just get a hold of me and I'll get on Discord or stuff because I'm always on Discord because so
why are you asking me? She says, dun dun dun.
Okay. So you can also find us. We've been doing a lot of stuff regularly now, hopefully. Well, this will turn into, this was special because today was, another space. We will usually have this on Thursdays. So we're going to go back to our old time slot. So today was special because yesterday was Thanksgiving. So we couldn't do something yesterday. So, okay. So everybody, thank you. God bless you. Whatever, have a good day and stay positive, dude. Everybody else. So thank you guys. See you guys soon.
Later.
Thanks, everyone.
Later.
Thanks for watching.
Good.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt